Hello, good day. Welcome to newspaper review on AFRIKEDGE TV in Osun State, Southwest Nigeria. I am Comfort Arakpashoko. On Punch newspaper today, campaign Adamu accuses Tinubu of running one-man show. Barely 1 week after releasing his presidential campaign council list, presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has come under heavy fire from the leadership and National Working Committee of the party in a strongly worded letter written and signed by the national chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, to Tinubu, who is still having a vacation in London. The party accused him of arrogantly ignoring their contribution to the composition of its presidential campaign council. Tinubu had on Friday unveiled a 422-man committee comprising political heavyweights and other notable members to pilot the various subcommittees of the campaign council. The list of members released by the Secretary of the Presidential Campaign Council, James Faleke, in Abuja, followed a series of postponements and conjectures about those who would be saddled with the task of leading the ruling party's bid to retain power at the federal level. The campaign council, chaired by the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, has Tinubu and the APC National Chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, as co-deputy chairman, zonal and state coordinators, advisors, campaign patrons, directors, deputy directors, and secretaries of directorates were also named. The subcommittee include media and publicity, support group coordination, national youth mobilization, parliamentarian, trade and economic, agriculturist, commodities, campaign planning, civil societies, diaspora directorate, election planning and monitoring, finance, fundraising and humanitarian. But a different Adamu wrote that the council membership list was not a true representation of the three-man committees set up to harmonize it. For more details, check Punch newspaper. Politicians may destroy Nigerian. Obasanjo raises the alarm. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has raised the alarm that the coming election will either make or break Nigeria. This is just as he warned that politicians may wreck the country if religious leaders are not watchful. He therefore appealed religious leaders in the country to stop those he described as bad politicians from destroying the country. Obasanjo spoke on Wednesday when the new president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Daniel Okor, paid him a courtesy visit at his Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library penthouse residence in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. He warned that if politicians with no fear of God are allowed to have their way, the entire country will regret it. According to a statement made available to journalists by his media head, Kehinde Akinyemi, the former president requested that Nigerian politicians should be made more responsible by the country's religious leaders. For more details, check Punch newspaper. And on Punch newspaper, 3 feared dead as Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria rival groups clash in Lagos. No fewer than 3 members of a rival group belonging to the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria (RTEAN) were feared dead, while several others sustained injuries during a clash at Iyana-Iba, Ojo local government area of Lagos State yesterday. It was learned that a similar clash happened in the Surulere area between transport unions. It was gathered that the clash, which started in the early hours, was due to the tussle over the control and rights for the sale of tickets and collection of tolls from commercial buses at Ojo Park and environs. The fracas followed a protest by some Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria members demanding the removal of the national president of the association over alleged meddlesomeness. In an interview with newsmen, one of the leaders of a rival group, Babatunde Kazeem, accused the national president of Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, Musa Mohammed, of meddling in the affairs and management of the state union for selfish interests. According to Kazeem, 3 members of the association have been killed by invading group sponsored by the national body, while one other is on the danger list at the hospital where he was rushed to. At an emergency meeting with a faction of the group, in Alausa special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, called on the warring faction to shield their swords or face the dire consequences, as police have been alerted and directed to arrest anyone caught disturbing the peace and tranquility of the state. Giwa said the state government government had commenced a full investigation into the fracas at the Ojo and Surulere areas of the state with a view to preventing the breakdown of law and order. For more details, check Punch newspaper. And that will be all on Newspaper Review today. Join us tomorrow for another edition. You can as well share, like, and subscribe to our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at AFRIKEDGE TV. Many thanks for listening. I am Comfort Arapashoko.